First day of school can be exciting or frightening, and it may be up to you, moms and dads. Dr. Wendy Middlemiss, University of North Texas, has some ideas for families. So, of course, it's okay. If it's a new situation, it's okay for the children to be a little bit nervous. It's probably okay for the parents to be a little bit nervous.
Everybody will be a little bit nervous. I think that's why a lot of preparation is very important, helping the child understand what that day will entail, making sure the parent knows when the child needs to be there. They've gotten everything on that list so that the child comes prepared, all of that.
Yeah, you don't want to be the only kid in school. You want yours to be the only kid in school who shows up without the school supplies. That's a little bit embarrassing for them. So what should we do? What should, as a parent, or in many cases these days, grandparents do to prepare the child for that first day?
Well, I think a good deal of it is to get them physically ready to go to school. In the summer, very often kids sleep in late, and they have very different schedules, and there's nothing that is done on any sort of time frame. So it's a little late now, but it's always a good time to start, even if you haven't, to get kids up early, is to start moving their bedtime earlier, and then their waking time earlier, so that you don't wake them up 2 hours early the first day of school.
You want to give their little brains a little bit of a break over the summer, but should parents have been doing things like the math workbooks, like the writing, doing something to keep the brain churning? It's
very important to do that. Reading, math, it doesn't have to be even an activity that is like a workbook. You can play a game that requires counting, a game that requires words, and that way you still keep that. Or going to the library and reading a fun book.
You want to remain calm, obviously. Don't go into a panic yourself, because that seems to be contagious. Hopefully you've actually gone to the school, met the teacher if that opportunity was there.
That's very important. And for older students, particularly as they first move to transitioning during the day, walking them from place to place if that's an opportunity to do. Many children are very worried about being able to get their lockers opened and get from one place to the next.
And feel very confident about that first day. Really quickly, we're out of time. Last question. What's the difference between a great parent and a pesky parent who bugs the teachers?
Keeping your child in the loop, I think, and making certain that you're talking to the teacher about things that they find important as well.
But not be one of those that the parents dread getting the phone call from you.
Well, yes, no. And being receptive to the fact that the teacher's dealing with lots of students and not just yours.
Absolutely. Great advice. Thanks very much.
Welcome.